It's really has nothing to do with now. That's about them boys in there. I'm just part of the wheel and the cog, I suppose. It's unbelievable feeling, and from being put in the first round last year now to win the All-Ireland, this still probably hasn't sunk in. It's just the boys put in 5-10 years work there. I'm just sort of coming to the near stage of it. But
fulfilled your dreams, Conor. Like you talked about 2018, you were at the final, and you know, Tyrone, maybe you were thinking that they were going to win here today, and you weren't part of it. Like you made the right decision to come home and to win that All Ireland. It's unreal.
Yeah, definitely. I suppose watching that in 2018 sort of really had a sick feeling in my stomach. So if I had won, I would have been obviously happy for them, but very disappointed in myself. So to come home now and probably just the perfect timing, and it still really hasn't sunk in now. Like that final wasn't going and winning Ireland, it's madness.
And it opened up for you for Darren's goal. You were coming through, but you showed the eyes and you had the vision. Just you seen them out of the corner of your eye, I suppose.
I seen Darren coming, and sir, just when the keeper came out, I thought I'd go for the easy option. So worked out thankfully.
Good composure in the team in the last 10 minutes there, Conor, when Mayo were coming on to you. Held the ball and got yourselves out of trouble.
I think big Con and Brand in the first half, and Con in the second half as well was unbelievable. They really ruled the midfield there and took their main men out of it, like, and just, you say, composure, and just still hasn't sunk in really.
Leaders on the field, Conor, we talked about it before. Brad Dewars alluded to it several times that there are leaders right throughout every single lane, and it showed that today. As Francie said, the composure, with the control, the support play, particularly when the guys were obviously fatigued towards the end of the game. They still made the runs, they still showed up, and they still held the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I think it's proven all year our bench wins the games. Like Cal comes on there, Dar, Conor McKenna, Ben McDonald, they all make an impact. Cal gets a goal, and just small things like that makes a massive difference. We know we can do a 60-minute shift on the pitch with starter players, and then happily come off and let the next guy come on. So make a massive difference.
Kerry, in Killarney was the turning point. You must have had a good look at yourselves and a good talk and strip things down, as they said.
That guy, we knew that was probably not the way obviously how good we could be. I still don't believe we're as good as we can be. I think we're still probably sitting 60-70%. We made a lot of mistakes to carry game on today, but it's only been a year with the new management and we still haven't probably clicked fully, so there's a lot more improvement I think to come out of us. So that's really the goal now, is just enjoy this for the next couple of weeks and then back in the next year.
Conor, you made no secret that you come home to try and win this. Did you feel that pressure on yourself, like internally, that this was your chance, that this is what you come home to do very definitively?
Not with pressure. Like, I think, but I knew the team was good enough to get there. As I say, I was just in a wheel in the cog and just happened to get in the right time really. Like, there's boys been there for 10-12 years and put in a serious shift, and there's a few of us have been here a year, 2 years, and we've only won in Ireland. So it's the boys that have been there for 7-8 years have built that up, and we sort of just had a bit extra that way.
There's a picture you doing the rounds on Twitter with Ray Ellen out there, like, he knows exactly what you
give
up and what you walked away from.
Yeah, Ray was one of my good friends over there, and he probably knows more so than most people that how much I wanted to come home and do that. Like, so to see him after the game was good, and to see family and all, it's very emotional.
Does that put pressure on Cappuccino now, Conor, to sort of follow through?
Well, Cappuccino, we get Dunkerry runs and that.
For yourself personally, Conor, another year back in Gaelic football, will that help you improve your own game?
I haven't been good this year at all really. Like, I've did bits and pieces, but I haven't been tar. Even today I wasn't good. So it's plenty to work on for myself, but it's not about me. Like, it's about the team. And
did you find there was much adjusting, Conor, like when you did come home? Like, obviously you kept chipping away and you were playing with the club here and there too. When you came home, like, was there that much work to do initially when you did come back?
There still is work, and there always will be work. Like, the best teams, I think, don't improve it. They never stop learning and getting better. So that's how you keep winning them. So that's where the goal is, just to keep improving every player. Like, there's players there that make the squad that could be starting that team, and if they were starting, you wouldn't be shocked. Like, so 40 players there that put in the shift this year, and you've seen Fergal and Brand giving boys chances, and the team changes that much. You don't know who's going to play yourself half the time. So the squad will have there at the minute is very, very strong.
Conor, is it everything you thought it would be when you consider where you came from? The whole COVID situation last year with the club in Melbourne. Is it everything you felt it would be?
It's unbelievable. Yeah, it's still surreal. Probably like just not wishing one, like, to win All-Ireland. It's unbelievable. And I suppose then the next probably 3 or 4 days spent with friends and family, and then the team obviously for only a week. Like, so it's going to be enjoyable.
If you enjoyed this piece of content, please follow us on YouTube by hitting the subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner of the page, which helps the channel grow. And if you want audio podcasts, go to patreon.com/ourgame.